Hey guys, Zoia here from the Starcraft Squad, bringing you one of my games. This is myself. This is on my main account, not my random account. So this is going to be a high-level Master League play. Currently, I'm 2700 Master League, and my opponent is a Zerg, and I think this one is called Backwater Station. I don't remember what this map's called, but this map's weird. On my random account, I hate playing it on Zerg just because of this expansion. It's so easy to abuse, and it's pretty much what I do this game. So this is on my main account. I only play Terran on this main account. My alt account, which I do games sometimes for my channel, is random, but it's TVZ, and we both know the matchup. Now, I've been working on a strategy that is pure mech, just 100% mech against Zerg. I know it's been done before by several players, but I've never really done pure mech against Zerg before. I either go air or I go bio ball. And so this is going to be a pure mech build against Zerg, and we're going to see how it works out. I like it. I've been doing it against Zerg pretty much every time I do TVZ now, so I can get better at it. I mean, that's the only way you can improve a strat is to, do it over and over again. But for the most part, I think I've got it down. I know when to transition to Thors. I know when to attack with my Hellions and stuff, and I've got my build order pretty solid right now. So we're just going to go through it. Now, nothing changes in the build order early on for me. It's just barracks, on 12, a refinery on 13. Fairly standard so far. My scout on 12 as well. There goes my refinery going down. And in his base, we don't really have much going on here. Looks like we're getting a fast expand. So we are getting an expansion before pull, which can be good and can be bad for him. Going mech delays your first attack by quite a bit. So the longer I attack, the better off he's going to be because he gets that economy booming really quick. But then again, if he doesn't, if he's not ready for the mech push, it's not going to be good for him. Now, the problem with most players is, especially in low levels, is they don't know when to attack and what force they should move out with. Most people will sit in their base until they get 200, 200 and then move out. And that's really the wrong way to play it. You'll see here that I attack with multiple forces, and I do a lot of damage with each attack. Now, just because you don't do a lot of damage with attack doesn't mean you're playing it wrong. Now, I am scouting his base now. I am seeing the gas and the pull, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a little bit late, so I'm going to, go scout this expansion. And in my base, I'm getting my second gas already. I got it pretty early there. I think I got it at 15 or 16. And then now my second supply depot is finished. So right now, I could have already started building my factory, so it's a little bit late. But right now I got my second factory on the way. I'm scouting this factory. So scouting is key with this build. If you're scouting an all-in, cheesy 4-gate build, this is not going to, you can't go really heavy mech early on. Or like a roach rush, you can't go heavy mech early on. It just doesn't work because the roaches will devour your Hellions. You don't have marauders to stop them, and unless you get those siege tanks out early, which I've been trying to do more and more because the one time I have lost with this build, it was a 7 roach rush. So I've been trying to get my siege tanks out just a little bit quicker here. But I saw his build. I mean, he got the early hatchery. I'm not really fearing the the quick roaches. He can't afford that right now. He just wants to work on his economy. So second factory is halfway done. First factory is about to finish. I'm gonna put a tech lab on this one, and I'm going to get a reactor on my second factory. And this build's pretty fun, I have to say. I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of mech. I really don't like going bio. Mech's just always fun. You get the tech advantage, and then, mech's just fun, despite how immobile it is. Now, the first thing I build is a Hellion, and I get Blue Flame. Now, he almost got my SCV there. It's got 5 health, but I'm able to kill that one Zergling. And then I'm just going to go back in my base. Now getting the reactor on this one. This one's done. Getting Infernal Pre-Igniter for the Blue Flame. And building a Hellion. And then after that, as soon as I can, I think you'll see me research Siege Check almost immediately. So he's getting an early layer tech. Now, he does something weird, which probably lost in the game here. And I'll point it out in a little bit. But even if he had done something differently, this would have been just as effective. So right now, I'm already just got research Siege Tank queued up because I want to get those Siege Tanks. So first Hellion's finished, queuing up that siege tank. You want to get that first siege tank out as quick as possible because of the fear of the roaches. Now, I know there's not going to be an early roach push here, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, double Hellions being produced right now. Pre-Igniter's halfway finished, And right now, I'm not expanding. I don't really feel the need to expand. When I expand, it's because I can't spend all my minerals with this build. You want a one base for a long time on this build. You want to get a third factory at one point and just, pump out as much damage as possible. Now, in his base, he hasn't put down what I saw. Okay, so he's got this Overseer warping in. He's going to get a good scout. He's going to see everything that's going on here. He's also getting a Baneling Nest. Now, I haven't scouted since the beginning, so I don't really know what he's going. But I really don't feel like throwing away STDs. So he walks into my base, and it's like, oh, okay, he sees everything. He sees how mech heavy I am. Now, Siege Tech Pre-Igniter's almost finished. And once Pre-Igniter's finished, guys, it's better to do a timing attack with it. Like, you get there right as Blue Flame finishes, but I don't want to get, like, attacked by Speed Leagues midfield. That's just horrible. So, queuing up more Hellions, lowering my thingy, my supply depot, and now I'm moving out with my first group of Hellions. There's 5 of them here, and they all have Blue Flame. Now, in his base, he's getting an Infestation Pit. Now, Infestation Pit, it can be good and bad. He didn't get the, he didn't get roaches with it or anything, but he does have the Banelings. So, one Infestor Blast on my Hellions, and then a group of Banelings can destroy my whole mech army. Now, moving up here, I do see that Creep Tumor, and then he's got a pretty big force here. He does get the surround on one of my Hellions, but look how fast my Blue Flame Hellions are just devouring these Lings, and there's really nothing he can do here. Now I'm running around. I decided, he's going to have most of his drones in his main base. That's just how it is. So I send this huge force up here, and you can see how, even with poor Hellion management, I'm still able to do a lot of damage with these 4 Hellions. So income tab shows he's currently at 33 harvesters. Now he's at 22. So I did a lot of damage with that attack. Still have all 4 Hellions. They're all pretty wounded. Right now I'm just going to go over here and try and do some damage, but unfortunately I get caught by a bunch of Lings, and I wasn't paying attention, and I lost them all. Back in my base, I got my next factory going down. I got a third factory. Armory is finished. Now, usually when I move out, I want to get my armory building. I didn't really show that because I was watching, focusing on the Hellion Micro, but you want to get that armory going because the Thors, if he's going Mutos, which he's not here, the Thors will, completely stop them. Now, notice how I was, I'm still roosting out of both of these, and I had enough minerals to expand, so I am expanding as well. And the Thors are good against the Mutalisk, of course, and then they also support the Siege Tanks quite well because they're a mobile thing that's good against the Roaches. Now, usually with my second push, I want to send out a group of like 6 or 7 SCVs set to auto repair, and if you don't know how to do that, the repair button right here when you're at SCVs, if you just right-click that, I'll set them to auto repair. Now, usually I send out another group of that, and I got my third factory getting a tech lab down. And right now this is a pretty beastly force. Depending on how early I got my third factory and the tech lab on it, I'll either move out with 1 Thor or 2. Now, since this one's going to be done this tech lab's going to be done about halfway through this Thor's production time, I really don't see the need of waiting for the second one. So I'm going to be moving out when this first Thor's finished. Now, income tab shows 32 harvesters versus 30. So he was able to catch up since he's on 2 bases, but he spent a lot of minerals trying to re-drone. So right now, even after all the damage I did, he's able to catch up, but at what cost? I'm so ahead on the, mineral count right now. If we go to the, which one is it? Units lost, I believe. Or, no, it's, yeah, units lost. He's lost 1,600 minerals, and I've lost 500. And those were from those 5 Hellions, so looking pretty good for me. Now, like I said, my first Thor is finished, getting that orbital command going, and right now I'm, going to start moving out soon. Like, this is a pretty beastly force. So many Hellions here, they're going to be good against the Lings and the Banelings. With the Siege Tanks that are going to be good against the Lings, Roaches, and Banelings. And we got the Thor here, which is going to be good against the Roaches and the, whatever they're called, Mutas. So, pretty much everything they can throw at me, should be set against. The only thing I'm really worried about right now is Infestors. I haven't really fought Infestors with this build. Now, I am scanning. I want to stop this creep expand as much as possible. Now, like I said earlier before, you can move in with your, whatever they're called, SCVs on auto repair, but I decided not to. And right now, if you look at my mineral count, I'm slipping on my micro. Right now, I'm sitting on 800 minerals. I'm not even I'm just so focused on keeping this army alive because I know I did a lot of damage, and now's the time where I can win the game. So, moving forward with my Siege Tank and my Thors, I'm going to put them in position right about here. And then I do the rest of my attacking with my Hellions. Now here comes the Banelings, and you're going to see that they do relatively nothing. All I have to do is fall back to range of my Siege Tanks, and yeah, like I have my Hellions to support this, siege tank's force. The Thor is going to be here also. Now look at my minerals right now. I'm failing so hard on my micro. Now here comes an attack with the heli, the Baneling. It did a little bit of damage here, but right now at this point, there's really not much he can do. I don't even need Right now I'm trying to macro a little bit better back in my base. I mean, I see how much minerals I'm at. I'm starting to suspend it, but there's the GG. I mean, there's really nothing Zerg can do at this point. So that's a pretty fun build for Terran. So for my Terran viewers, you can try that build out. I like going heavy mech now a lot against Zerg. It's not good against that early roach rush, so if you see an early roach rush coming off of one base, you probably want to throw down a couple more barracks and get those marauders out. Or just skip the Hellions and go straight for siege tank. So there's that. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/Starcraft Squad. This Friday, I'm commentating a tournament live for you guys. The cool thing about this tournament is it's going to be giving away prizes to the viewers and in the chat. So if you just want to join it, listen to me commentate this tournament live. There's 192 people in it for all leagues, and it's going to be an amazing tournament. I'm commentating it, so that's one reason for watching. And then you guys get a chance to win prizes for the chat. They're giving away StarCraft 2 games. They're giving away a mouse. They're giving away a keyboard. So definitely check that out, guys. Check out the Battlefield of Viewers tournament. That'll be in the description down below. And check out this week's theme. And I also posted a thread about the Starcraft Squad on Team Liquid. Make sure you guys go and bump that every once in a while. Get a little bit hype going for the Starcraft Squad so we can get more viewers here. And yeah, I'm Zoia. I'll see you guys in the next video.